Well, hello there, and good evening. I'm William Brantley from South Jackson, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Of course, we've had some light rain on and off in West Tennessee today. That's going to continue. It might get a little heavier after midnight. It appears that no thunderstorms, at least for tonight, is going to be going through parts of West Tennessee, possibly overnight after midnight. More details on that as we go along. Of course, now's the climate summary for today. As of 5 p.m. here in Bemis or South Jackson, the skies were cloudy. The temperature was 73 degrees. I told you we're going to get back into the 70s today. That's okay. I like the 70s myself. 60s actually a little cool. The dew point was 72 degrees. Humidity was at 97%. We had southwest winds at 6 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 29.91 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature was 52 degrees. Today's high was 73 degrees. And here since midnight in Bemis, I've had 32 hundredths of an inch of rain. That is a fairly light amount compared to sort of what was expected, but that's how much happened here. 32 hundredths of an inch. Alrighty, lowest humidity, get this, 90%, and that occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, while the highest was 97%, and that occurred at 1, 4, 9, and 10 a.m. this morning, then again at 2, 12 p.m., 2 and 5 p.m. The lowest dew point temperature was 52 degrees, and that occurred at 12 a.m., while the highest would be 72 degrees, and that occurred at 5 p.m. Lowest barometric pressure would be 29.89 inches of mercury, and that occurred at 6 through 8 a.m., again 29.89 inches. The highest would be 29.94 inches, and that occurred at 11 a.m. Highest wind gust today so far has been out of the south at 19 miles per hour, and that occurred at 9:25 this morning. Today's records for October the 14th, hottest high was 90 degrees in 2017. How about that? Just 1 year ago, the high was 90 degrees, where this year it was 73. What a difference sometimes. Coolest high would be 54 degrees in 1969. Warmest low would be 67 in 1962. And the coldest low, check this out, 32 degrees in 1979. And there is a near freezing temperature toward about 8 days from now, toward next weekend. Give you a little hint on the forecast there. A near record, but near freezing. I think it was 34 degrees projected for next Friday or Saturday. More on that momentarily. But today's record would be 32 degrees in 1979 compared to this morning's low of 52. Rainfall record, no record broken, 99 hundredths of an inch, and that fell in 2016. Again, so far today, as of 5 p.m., 32 hundredths of an inch of rain. Alrighty, that pretty much covers the basic stats for you, or climate data for you. I guess I'll show you a few graphs, and that'd be it for tonight. Let me turn the camera around so that you can see it as well. I'll start off with the satellite picture tonight. Satellite and radar combo, thanks to AccuWeather. And it's as of 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central Daylight Time. As you can see around here, there's really not a whole lot going on other than cloud cover. Light scattered rain on it. That's what the green is. You can see the other areas where it's raining harder in southern Arkansas and northwestern Arkansas. Over in northern Middle Tennessee, southern Kentucky, and East Tennessee, and then down in Texas and over in Kansas and up in Missouri and over into Illinois a little bit and on up into Wisconsin. And there you see different parts of the country where it's raining and still cloudy, where it's clear out in the far west and still clear, fairly clear south of us in the southern half of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and a good chunk of Florida, even though southern Florida has a little clouds down there, but no rain with it. And there you see the rest of the country. Take your pick on your favorite spot in the U.S., and there you can see whether it's raining or not, or where it's cloudy or not, and so on. Alright, that's the satellite picture for you tonight. Let me go ahead and go to the radar real quick. As you can see, there's really not a whole lot going on this evening over most of West Tennessee, matter of fact. Even not much of Middle Tennessee. Just light stuff over here in Jackson. Here's some light rain going on east of us, going through, getting ready to go through Lexington, Tennessee, and Henderson County, and on over into parts of Middle Tennessee, but it's still scattered. And to the west of us, there's not really a whole lot going on. Therefore, I've dropped the rain percentage for tonight down to 40%, but it will increase after midnight. Roughly 2 a.m. to sunrise is when I think our best chances for showers and actual thunderstorms is going to be. They were expected tonight, but they failed to develop. What can I say? That's nature for you sometimes. Let me see if I can get a better view of this. Get it as far over as I can get it. And there you can see Tennessee, East Tennessee is getting a good amount of rain over there. North of Nashville northward, a little bit here in Jackson, not a whole lot. There's some single storms that's pretty heavy down in southern Arkansas, and then some more rain over northwestern Arkansas. And there's the rain up in Missouri that we seen just a moment ago. But south of all that, the weather's still pretty decent. And all. Okay. Let me broaden it out a little bit so you see it at one time. Alright, that's a good view at one point. Alrighty, let me move on to that storm down in southern Arkansas may develop into a bigger area. That may be our area of storms that hit us after midnight tonight, but probably after midnight though. Let's look at the national, wrong one. There we go. Let's look at it real quick. This is the National Current Surface Map, National Weather Services one, and it's as of 3:20 p.m. Jackson, Tennessee time. As you see, there's a low pressure over West Tennessee, northwestern West Tennessee, around Dyersburg. There's a warm front to east of us. That explains the warmer temperatures. There's a cold front behind it that's probably going to move through possibly tomorrow afternoon. And there you see the area of rain, pretty good area. That's brown dotted line there. And western 2/3 of Tennessee is covered in that. There's an area of flash flooding possible in southeastern portions of West Tennessee and northern Mississippi. That will come from the storms that come in overnight. There's another area down in eastern Texas and south central Texas that's expecting some possible heavier flood-like rain possible later on though. There's an area in blue there that's for chances for rain and snow mixed. Not here. Not yet. There's an area of snow up there in northern Minnesota and on up into Canada that's not going to affect us. And there's two highs out west, and there's a warm front and cold front, and a little bit of snow going on possible over in the central Colorado, down in the northeastern portions of New Mexico. Other than that, there is even a small chance of severe weather down in southern Texas and northeastern Texas this evening, but not here. Alright, let me branch that out so you can see the map all at once there. And then take your pick of the country and your favorite part, where the various fronts and systems are. Alrighty, And again, that's as of about 4 p.m. our time, Jackson, Tennessee time, that is. Alright, let's move on to, what's this here? Oh, well, I've already shown that. Let me get something else off here that's just popped up. And go on to the forecast. I'm going to make it shorter tonight on this one, because I apologize for my voice going horrible yet on yesterday's video toward about the middle ways of the forecast. Maybe I'm making it a little too long, that's why it's acting up. So I'm going to give you 3 days at a time and then show you the rest of it, not even talk at all. So maybe that'll help the recording just a little bit. And because I hate it when my voice gets real low and you really can't hear what I'm saying. Alright, for tonight though, it's mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of some scattered showers. Thunderstorms are possible after midnight, but not until then probably. The sun sets tonight at 6:21 p.m. and it'll be rising tomorrow morning at 7:02 a.m. Speaking of tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies will continue with an 80% chance of showers and a few thunderstorms are possible between about 2 a.m. till sunrise. Then just showers for the rest of the day. Then mostly cloudy by tomorrow night. So the rain should be ending by tomorrow night. Maybe a 20% chance of an isolated shower here and there tomorrow night, but no big deal. Okay. Low near 60 and high of only 63. That's because of the cold front that I showed you a moment ago should be moving through probably sometime in the early afternoon. That's going to cause the temperatures to kind of hold through the day, if not fall a little bit. We're going to have north winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. We might have a small, and emphasize light, cool wind chill toward late afternoon with 25 mile an hour winds. At 63 degrees with temperature dropping, it may feel cooler. Again, the sunrise is tomorrow morning at 7:02, sets at 6:20 tomorrow evening. Moon sets tonight at 10:34 p.m. It'll be rising tomorrow afternoon at 1:13 p.m. and set tomorrow night at 11:23 p.m. And one more day, I'll give you Tuesday, then the rest of it will be silent. Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies continue with a 50% chance for more rain on that day, probably on scattered bases there too. Low of 46 and high of 57 with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. By the way, the full moon phase, first quarter moon, will be complete on the 16th on that night. And it rises at 1:59 p.m. Tuesday afternoon and sets at 12:15 a.m. Wednesday morning. Alright, speaking of Wednesday, that's where I'm going to kind of go silent on it. I'm going to show you the rest of them, and maybe you can read it alright by yourself. Fair skies Wednesday, I'll go ahead and mention it. Low of 42, high of 66, with north winds at 10 to 20. There's the other information. There's Thursday. Let me move on to Friday. Move on to Saturday. And Sunday. Next Sunday, October 21st. Ooh, getting in down the 30s for lows there. 38, 54 for low and high. And here's the biggie one. If I can call it that. I said I was going to be silent, but I got to mention this one. Hopefully my voice will be alright. Mostly clear Monday, October 22nd. Low of 34 degrees and high of 59 degrees. That's going to be close to freezing, but just above. Of course, that's subject to change between now and Monday the 22nd. as of right now. We may be near freezing here in Jackson. There might be a few locations that might hit freezing on October 22nd, as of right now. And Tuesday, I think that's the last day. Yeah, 9 days from today, fair skies. Low of 38, high 65, northeast winds at 10 to 20. Alright, I think that's it for this evening. I'm going to hush just in case my voice may be going crazy and I'm not aware of it. I don't know it till after I publish it, and maybe it'll be okay for tonight. I hope so. I apologize for those videos that my voice gets really down low. You can't hardly hear it. I hate it because you can't barely understand it. Maybe that won't happen tonight. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and for subscribing, and I hope you have a fantastic Sunday night and a beautiful Monday coming up. Alrighty. Good night and God bless you.